The next model that we're going to use is Porter's 5 forces. We've already been able to analyze a little bit more about IKEA internally and the factors that affect it externally. And so we want to move on to another model that will be a little bit more specific in terms of the problem that IKEA is facing. And that is to do with competition. So what better model to use than Porter's 5 forces that ultimately takes these factors of competition and meets together in competitive rivalry. And hopefully in this we'll be able to determine where the problem lies for IKEA. So to begin, we're going to look at the threat of entry. IKEA is huge in this market. Not only is it showing steady growth of 3.2% yearly and reaching sales of $40 billion US, but IKEA has also been able to almost create this market and transform the global furniture market. And so it is such a big leader globally. For this purpose, it is not seen that companies are going to be a threat of trying to enter and compete with this huge giant. And so we're going to move on to the next factor, which is power of buyers. IKEA has this global reach and extensive connections due to its experience, and the furniture giant is also able to leverage bargaining and pricing advantages over competition, with both, once again, experience as well as precision. It doesn't seem to be the problem. Let's look at power of suppliers. By 2008, IKEA has 1,380 suppliers in 54 countries across the globe. Interestingly, 21% of those came from China. Now, the furniture market is a unique one, where glass and lumber and other parts that are used to create this furniture must be purchased from different suppliers and then put together and sold to IKEA's customers. And for this reason, and with so many connections across the globe, it's clear that these long-term relationships that IKEA has made and the steps needed to be taken to develop those are already at the advantage of IKEA. It's something that it's already been able to dominate. So power of suppliers is not the issue either. This leaves the threat of substitutes. And this seems to be where the problem lies for IKEA. Now, competitors have already been advertising environmentally friendly products at low costs. This, in an ever-changing society like ours today, that has become more and more involved in this ecological footprint, they're led to purchase these new competitors' products, which is substituting such a giant as IKEA. So why this model and what does it show us? This model has been able to develop for us that the threat of substitutes is the biggest issue that IKEA seems to be facing. If we look at the factors involved in this, it is clear that the environmentally friendliness of other companies is what is detracting the customers from IKEA. And so it would seem, as a result of this model, that IKEA simply needs to be more involved in the production of eco-friendly products and to use its advantages already in the other aspects of this competitive rivalry, including its power of buyers and power of suppliers, in order to continue to dominate the market. And that is what Porter's 5 forces shows us.